Welcome back, everyone. Next, we have Myriad Uranium Corp, trades on the OTCQB under the symbol MYRUF, and on the CSE under the symbol M. It's a uranium exploration company with an earnable 75% interest in the Copper Mountain Uranium Project in Wyoming. Please welcome Thomas Lamb, President, CEO, and Company Director. Welcome, Thomas.
Hi, Anna. It's nice to be here.
All right, give us an update.
Great. Well, first, I just want to say Wayne Healy and Peninsula, Peninsula is a great company. You just had them on. They're not far from us in Wyoming, so was really happy to see them on just a minute ago. Really worthwhile company to take a close look at. Myriad Uranium. Myriad Uranium is an explorer in two places, Wyoming and Niger. We are very interesting because we've had unexpectedly excellent luck. We signed a deal in October, as you mentioned, Anna, to earn up to 75% of the Copper Mountain Uranium Project in Wyoming. And when we and our partner company entered into the agreement to the earn-in agreement, neither of us really understood how amazing this project is. And we ended up acquiring a big trove of data, and it revealed that rather than just being an interesting exploration project with that's going to require a huge amount of work to sort out, like vast majority of projects, turns out Union Pacific has already done $74 million US worth of work. They did that in the 1970s, discovered 6 uranium deposits and estimated resources of 15 to 30 million pounds with an exploration potential of up to 63.8 million pounds. And that's even quite conservative, we think. I mention this because you just compare us against our peers, other explorers. We are miles ahead. So the thesis here is that Myriad Uranium is, once it gets understood, it's only had this property for a few months. Once this is all understood by the market, it's going to be very exciting. There'll be a big re-rating, a massive move upwards. So I just wanted to frame that for the viewers, remind people and anybody who's new here, want you to understand what's going on with Myriad. It's a really exciting situation. Now, further to that, or in support of all this, is news we put out this week. I think you can see the slides. We have done two things actually in the last couple of weeks. First, we acquired this area on the bottom left called Knob. In the historical documents called the Knob deposit. That's because Union Pacific was really confident there was at least 500,000 pounds of uranium there at a really good grade, 0.15%, with a big exploration upside. So that's big news in Wyoming and for a uranium company like ours. So I invite your viewers to take a close look at that news release. Second piece of news we put out earlier this week was that we have lots of really good high-grade uranium quite near surface in this area of special interest in that box there. And I'm going to be speaking to that, I'm sure. Myriad, all of a sudden, a very exciting company. We're going to have just a really blazing year ahead of us. And I'll be coming back to keep you updated in the future. But, things are really happening for Myriad. It's going to be an exciting year for investors.
Great job. Are you ready for some questions?
Sure. Happy to.
All right. Let's start with your recent release, some news about the high-grade drill results. So tell us about it and what's the impact? How does that impact the company?
Yeah. So this area of special interest you see on the slide was an area of focus for Union Pacific in the 1970s. They drilled it. They planned a mine there. So this is part of the big news. Union Pacific had intended that would be the center of the central pit for the mine. we have acquired the drill results for that central area, and this is what it looks like. Those dots are drill holes. We've analyzed them, and we just released this week this really beautiful high-grade area. It helps us understand the geology of the project area, and in particular in the spot, it tells us that we could perhaps, and I have to use cautious language, calculate a mineral resource or estimate a mineral resource for this area. And this takes us quite close to mining, actually, a lot closer than anybody thought, including ourselves. And that's what the significance is. We could probably estimate a resource that is much higher grade than what we put out in the past and get mining a lot faster. It's really exciting for the company.
Yeah, I bet. We see you also recently acquired the Knob deposit. So tell us about that and how that affects you all.
Yeah, great. That's at the bottom left of this slide. It's a big area that historically Union Pacific was about to explore in the early 80s, but unfortunately the 3 Mile Island accident intervened. Uranium prices fell at that time and they had to let all this go. But this whole area would have been probably a mine by now, or at this point. And Knob, they estimated, has 500,000 pounds of uranium at 0.15. For those who know grade, that's a good grade, with big upside. So this adds a huge amount of value to the company. So that's the.
And last question for you, talk about some of your financing plans.
Yeah, great. So we're going to do a financing in the next month or two. We'll be raising plenty of money for our summer programs and to support the company. So everybody, please look out for that. Probably raise upwards of $3.5 million US, maybe a little less. And, it's going to be a very good opportunity to get in. We could be re-rated at a really big multiple to our current share price once this news is fully absorbed. So it's going to be a very nice opportunity for investors.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Thomas, for coming on and giving us this update. And we look forward to following you along in your journey.
Thanks so much, Anna. See you next time.
All right. See you next time. Okay, everyone, stay with us. We have GTI Energy. They're coming up next.